Argofunk Book Review, Argofunk Book Review.
They're filming a movie in Sweet Valley at the abandoned Keller Mansion. I have a hard time believing there's a beachside mansion that nobody wants to buy, but okay. The twins wander onto the movie set. Becca Silver, the director, immediately hires Jessica to play a character. So they're filming the movie tomorrow and they haven't cast all the characters yet? That's weird. Almost as weird as letting random children wander on a movie set. Jessica's character is really small. She plays a neighbor who only appears in one scene and says 2 lines. Jessica is convinced this is her big break. The director agrees to let Elizabeth write a news article about the movie filming, mainly because we need an excuse for Elizabeth to be there too. Jessica finds a ruby necklace on the beach and she instantly becomes obsessed with it. It's just like the creepy jewelry guy from Lord of the Rings. My precious, my precious. She won't stop looking at the necklace. She ignores her family members and yells whenever someone gets too close to the necklace. Mom says the necklace is cheap garbage, but it's actually worth millions of dollars. The funny thing is, if Jessica knew the necklace's value, she would not act any differently. The downside is that the necklace gives Jessica nightmares. She has visions of herself being thrown off a balcony and falling to her death. Jessica wears sunglasses to school because she thinks it makes her a celebrity. Humorously, she tries to brag to all her friends, but they get distracted by random things. Poor Jessica. She can't be a jerk to her friends because they're too busy being jerks to her. Jessica ditches class to hide in the bathroom and stare at the necklace. The assistant principal catches her, but she says she's not in the mood to write up a detention slip right now, so Jessica gets a free pass on her misbehavior. The other kids in school audition to be extras in the movie, including Maria. This is weird because Maria is a legitimate child actress. She is so famous she still has name recognition 5 years from now in the main series. And yet, famous Maria is a random extra, while Jessica plays a character with a name and 2 lines. If I was the director, I'd force Jessica to trade roles with Maria. Why would you not give lines to the only extra with acting experience? Jessica has more nightmares about the girl who died. By coincidence, that's the subject of the movie. 54 years ago, Lillian Keller had her 12th birthday party. She got into a public fight with her cousin Hilda, then she ran upstairs. Not long after, Lillian was pushed off a balcony and died on the rocks below. Jessica reluctantly gives the necklace to Elizabeth. Elizabeth starts having nightmares about Lillian's death, although she blames it on reading the movie script before going to sleep. Elizabeth obsesses over her precious necklace. Although Elizabeth is kind of a nerd, so her vision of obsession is research common cleaning solvents. Oh, and Cousin Robin comes to visit for some reason. On set, the twins meet a creepy old man named Harold Brooks. He tells them how lighting works, and he's kind of creepy. Elizabeth interviews the director. The director says nobody knows what happened to the real-life Hilda. She went to an asylum and left at age 18. She was never seen again. Nobody knows for sure if she's guilty or not, but that won't stop them from making a movie slandering her as a child murderer. The star of the movie is Sean Brockway. She is a total jerk who yells at Jessica for saying her own name. They film a 10-second shot of her opening a birthday present, and that's the end of filming for today. Aren't movies fun? Off camera, Sean bullies an extra into quitting, so Cousin Robin is hired as a replacement. Also off camera, Elizabeth gets a copy of the script. I'm a little surprised that the book skipped over those parts. The twins realize their necklace is the necklace Lillian was wearing when she died. It was the cause of the fight between her and her cousin. Her ghost is the one haunting the necklace! They test out the theory by giving it to Cousin Robin, and Robin has the same nightmare as them. Only Robin has an amazing dream memory, so she sees the real culprit is a man with 4 fingers, who was caught by surprise when he attempted to steal some jewelry. Elizabeth goes to the upstairs room where the murder took place. Harold is there. He makes an excuse for being in the room, then he takes Elizabeth away. They film the scene with Jessica 4 times. Everyone gets to watch the rough footage, because why not let the extras see the unedited movie? The twins and Robin see Lillian's ghost on the film. Nobody else can see her, just them. Clearly, the Wakefields are psychic, are crazy. The ghost in the film points to a wedding photograph, which is the clue that Hilda got married. That's why nobody could find her. She got married and changed her name. So the twins look for marriage announcements in old newspapers, and they find Hilda. Funny how the movie people looked for Hilda for months without finding her, but 3 sixth graders find her after a half hour. Yeah. Real life Hilda says the four-fingered man was Harry Dennison, a chauffeur. He claims he saw the entire thing from the hallway. Twins go back to the crime scene. Guess what? It's impossible to see the balcony from the hallway because there is a wall in the way. So Harry's story is an obvious lie. Nobody realized this in the past 54 years. Unsurprisingly, Harry the culprit is the same person as Harold the creepy man. They both have 4 fingers on their left hand. The twins tell the director everything, and they come up with a plan to scare Harold into confessing. Jessica disguises herself as Lillian's ghost, complete with the necklace. Harold chases her to the crime scene, where everybody watches from behind a one-way mirror. But then Harold locks the door, which foils their plan to catch him. That's right. They make a detailed plan to catch the culprit, which is ruined when he shuts the door. Our heroes are idiots. Jessica argues with Harold, he steals the necklace, and he throws her off the balcony. Fortunately, the stunt crew set up a giant airbag, so Jessica is not hurt when she lands on the ground. I guess our heroes aren't total idiots after all. Harry is arrested, and the necklace is given back to Hilda. They decide to rewrite the movie to show who the real killer is. Oh, now they care about historical accuracy. Sean throws a fit when she hears about the rewrite, and all the extras throw cake at her. The end. Post-book follow-up. This is a pretty good book, and it's legitimately scary for younger readers. It has multiple nightmare scenes, which are handled way better than the nightmare scenes in the Evil Twin books. Those books repeated the same generic nightmare in pretty much every chapter. It was a blatant waste of pages. But in this book, the nightmares are actually relevant to the plot. That's a huge improvement right there. Another improvement is that the nightmare isn't the same each time. It changes each time, giving us different details. That's interesting. The nightmares are also spaced out in a way that complements the story. Great example. The book doesn't write out Robin's nightmare. Would it be scary to hear it? Yes. But is it necessary? No, and so the book leaves it out. That's great! The author sacrifices an easy scare scene for the sake of quality. The author cares about the quality of the book. Yes, that is the main reason why this is a legitimately good book. The Wakefields are hired to work on the movie only because they're twins. That's true in real life. Movies like to use identical twins to circumvent child labor laws. Once twin number 1 maxes out their hours, they swap for twin number 2 and keep filming. But while this is a realistic premise for having the twins be actors in a movie, it never happens. They hire twins just so they can swap them out, but the twins never swap places. Jessica does all of the acting, and she's never on set for more than 20 minutes a day. She doesn't even come close to running up against her time limit. Besides, the star of the movie isn't a twin. It'd be impossible for Jessica to max out on her time without the star maxing out too. Overall, this is a good book, which lives up to the super chiller title. It's perfectly in line with other scary mysteries done for the same target audience, such as Babysitter's Club Mysteries, Bailey's School Kids, or some Nancy Drews. Even though this is for younger audiences, it is much, much better than the scary Sweet Valley High books for older audiences. I give Sweet Valley Twins Super Chiller number 5, Curse of the Ruby Necklace, a 9 out of 10.